Welcome to the Epic Company Culture Podcast, where your host, Josh Sweeney, will give you, the business leaders, HR professionals, and company culture aficionados, the knowledge you need to take your company culture to the next level.
Hello, my name is Josh Sweeney, and welcome to the Epic Company Culture Podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about personality fit for the job role. Before I get started, I would like to thank Prototype Prime for this amazing podcast booth. Prototype Prime is a technology co-working space in Peachtree Corners, Georgia. If you haven't checked them out, I recommend you stopping by. So, what is personality fit for the job role? It's all about finding out who should be in a certain role and a little bit about the nuance of how that works when you're posting a job opening, the type of content and titles or the type of titles you use in those job postings and what those outcomes are going to be. So we're going to roll through a couple different examples here. We use personality tests in pretty much everything that we do. And you'll hear that as a theme on the podcast because it's instrumental in our business. And what we found is by using those personality tests, we found that there's not necessarily a right or wrong. We tell everybody this. They take these assessments, and or if you have them in your environment, like a Myers-Briggs or DISC or whatever it might be, people take these assessments and go, well, was it good? Did I answer it right? They have these kind of weird questions around validation. And my answer is always, there is no right or wrong answer. There's only a right or wrong answer for the role that you're applying for. So how do we start to dig into those roles and what that means and what is the nuance? The first one I like to use is an example that I was working through the other day around a marketing role. So I was working with an organization and we wanted to post marketing. And when you're not in the marketing space, you tend to get these very generalized marketing positions like, I need a marketing person. And outside of marketing, that makes sense conceptually. I need somebody to work on marketing. And but inside the marketing organization or inside a larger marketing organization or any kind of firm, you're going to see that there's a lot of different types of marketing, right? There's social marketing. There's marketing through influencer marketing. You could lump PR into marketing in a lot of ways. There's marketing analytics and getting into the data. So the question there is, well, how do I find the right person? How do I find what I need in my organization based on the role that I'm going to fill? So what I like to break this down, if I'm going to use the marketing example, is a marketing analyst or a data-driven person versus a more general marketing or a social marketing or any other type of marketing role. What we found is a couple of different things. One is from a personality perspective, from that personality profile, these are fundamentally different roles. So way this could manifest itself in an organization is you hire this marketing person and you're having the marketing person work on all of these initiatives that you have. And you keep trying to get numbers from them. What are the metrics? What are the numbers? What's working? What's not working? Where are we at? And you just don't get the feedback that you want. This marketing person is not coming back to you with numbers. Well, what we found is the person that drives marketing through numbers and is more technical and analytical is fundamentally different from the more community-driven person that's marketing and conveying knowledge and wants to help other people through the marketing. Those are totally different profiles. So you're actually going to have a really hard time, or you're just not going to get the marketing analytics and the details that you want on that data from a different type of marketer unless they're a marketing analytics person. What we also did in these roles was we were able to post a job based on what we want. So we can say, I want a marketing analytics and software person. We want a social marketing. We want an event marketer. By using certain titles, you're actually going to get people that auto or self-select into those right profiles. You're not going to have somebody who wants to be, usually, you're not going to have an event marketer who applies for a marketing analytics position because they don't naturally get into the data. Now, where you have the challenge is when you do get that when you do have that scenario happen. Without a personality assessment, it may be really hard to uncover whether this is the right person. So let's say, for example, you post a marketing analytics and somebody's just graduated school or had 1 or 2 marketing positions, and they apply for this role as a marketing analytics thinking that they can do this and that they like it and that it's all around marketing, so it's within their wheelhouse and that's what they went to school for, only to find out that you hire them and they always start to trend towards the less than analytical marketing tasks. So therefore, you're not going to get the data that you need. So you really have to be careful when you're hiring about ensuring that the personality of the person is congruent with the role. Are they an analytics personality and do they do marketing analytics? Or are you trying to put a marketing analytics person in an event marketing role? Those are not going to work out. So that's where we dig into the numbers and the details of that personality to test to see, is their personality a fit for the job role? Another common scenario is outbound versus inbound sales. So there is a very specific personality profile that goes out and does outbound sales and makes cold calls and knocks on doors and hunts for new deals versus somebody that is an inside salesperson that takes inbound leads and works with customers throughout the process in order to guide them to a solution or to purchase your service, software, or whatever it might be. Now, again, it's not that one or the other is right or wrong. It's that one or the other is right or wrong based on the job profile and the fit in your organization. So to summarize, what you want to do is make sure that your job description matches the role of the person that you want to hire. So in the case of the marketing and analytics person, that the title is really targeting the person that you want and that personality type. And you also want to make sure that you're finding people that have the personality that is congruent with the role. So in closing, do everything that you can to make sure that there is strong alignment around the job posting that you have and the person that you're hiring for the role so that you can ensure the best outcome.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Epic Company Culture Podcast with Josh Sweeney. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe on iTunes, SoundCloud, or Stitcher. For additional content and transcripts, visit epicculture.co. If you have questions or topics you would like us to address or expand on, tweet us at epicculture1 or email at podcast@epicculture.co.